The Royal Rumble 2015 has come and gone, and right now I'll talk to you about my review of the show. So let's start with the kickoff match between The New Day and Tyson Kidd and Cesaro, in which I thought it was going to be a six-man tag, including Adam Rose, but it was a tag team match. I don't know. But we saw Cesaro and Tyson Kidd getting the win, which in a smart crowd like Philly, that was the right choice. They were the faces. I didn't think about that in my predictions, but that's the only match I didn't get right. But still, I'm glad that Cesaro and Kidd won. Those were the ones that I wanted to win, especially Cesaro. Great finish with the uppercut, and then Tyson Kidd's great finisher on Kofi Kingston, and they got the win. So I'm okay with that, and quite frankly, I don't care about the New Day. I think that was the worst thing that could happen for Big E and Kofi Kingston. But anyways, let's go to the Royal Rumble pay-per-view itself. It started with the Ascension against the New Age Outlaws, and the right tag team won. Smart booking. I'm okay with the fact that the match wasn't long. It was short and sweet. Exactly how it was supposed to be. The New Age Outlaws getting the upper hand at first, but at the end, getting taken down by the younger tag team and the tag team that needed the build-up. And I'm glad it wasn't a squash. I'm glad it didn't drag on and it wasn't too long. So an okay match. I'll give it 2 stars out of 5. It wasn't supposed to be a technical sound matchup or a great matchup. It just served the purpose of building up the Ascension, which quite frankly I don't care too much about. It's not the NXT Ascension, what they're doing right now, and I don't care at all about the Ascension as of right now. So hopefully they can get back on track and they can start to do something important. The next match of the night was the tag team titles, Usos against Miz and Mizdow. More tension between Miz and Mizdow. Mizdow never actually was the legal man in the match. The Usos won, although I don't get the fact that Mizdow interfered in the match. He did some moves, great moves, but he got punched out of the ring and he never came back. It was like he was a referee. That's how weak he looked. He got punched, he got thrown outside, and that's it. Right off the bat, after that, Miz got pinned in a great succession of moves. He got pinned, but Mizdow never interfered. Now, I don't know if he didn't interfere, or I thought that would be the reason, was like Mizdow had it with the Miz and said like, screw it, I'm not going to help him anymore. But that was not what happened, because the Mizdow entered the ring afterwards and got thrown and threw himself to the other side of the ring and just sit next to the Miz, obviously being the stunt double that he is. But I didn't like the ending. I didn't like how they treated Mizdow. I think he should have had some more time inside the match. But anyways, exactly how I predicted, the Usos were winning. Please, don't give us any more Usos versus Miz and Mizdow. We've seen this match for 2 straight months. It's over. The third match of the night, of the pay-per-view, was the Divas Tag Team match. The Bellas won, like I said in my predictions video, which if you haven't seen it, check it out if you want to. The Bellas won with Nikki giving a forearm, kind of like almost the elbow, right in the face of Natalya. Paige, I expected her to be more involved in the match. She had like a brief moment as the legal woman in the match, but Brie, just as Natalya was about to tag her in, Brie pulled Paige's feet and took her out, and then Nikki gave Natalya the forearm. Now again, this match would have been a lot better if it would have been like a fatal 4-way, or at least a triple threat, or a one-on-one match between Nikki and Paige. But no, they seemed like I said, I was talking to another friend of mine. This match seemed like a Raw match. It was not fitting of a pay-per-view, in my opinion. But anyways, like I said, the Bellas are the main attraction, so to speak, of the Divas division. That's why I picked them to win, and they won. Now, the main event in terms of not the Rumble match, the WWE World Heavyweight Championship match, a triple threat match. Brock Lesnar, who arguably got the biggest pop of the night, rivaling Bryan's. John Cena and Seth Rollins. Great matchup. Fantastic matchup. This is the kind of matches that make wrestling awesome. Action all over the place. Lesnar receiving 3 AAs in succession, getting up, getting a curb stomp right after that, and then going through a table after Rollins jumped from the turnbuckle right into the Spanish announce table. He had medical attention right there. And Cena and Rollins had a match one-on-one during that time, in which I actually thought that at one time Rollins and another time Cena were going to win the match. But then Lesnar came back in. He got 2, briefcase shots right in the head. 2. And he got up and F5 Rollins for the win. Now, if there has ever been, a proof of being badass, that was it. Brock Lesnar came out as a true monster. Almost unbeatable. Tonight, Brock Lesnar was the man. And it was also a great performance by Cena and Rollins. Rollins has stepped up to the plate. I applaud him for that. I congratulate him for that. He has a bright future. Or like he said, he's not the future. He is the right now. And he proved it tonight. And finally, the Royal Rumble match itself. Roman Reigns taking the big one. Now he goes on to main event WrestleMania. At least for now. There were boos when Reigns won. Not because people hate Reigns, but because they wanted Bryan to win. They hate the booking, and I understand that fact. However, like I said in my prediction video, I was okay if Bryan or Reigns won the match or never came back. Who knows when he's gonna come back. Bryan got in number 10 and got eliminated like 4 entrants later. I mean, that was so out of the blue. I like the fact that Bray Wyatt eliminated him. It's a superstar that needed something like that. But if it isn't gonna pay off, I mean, when Bryan is so popular, when a superstar is so popular, that elimination, in my opinion at least, needs to have a payoff. And I don't see Bryan against Wyatt at WrestleMania. And I really don't want to see that, because we saw it at the Rumble last year. We saw it at TLC in 2013. With the Wyatts and Bryan. I don't know. In my opinion, one of the right men won. I would have been okay Bryan won, but I don't know. I don't see the WrestleMania main event changing like it happened last year. I hope that Reigns gets the people behind him. I'm pretty sure it's not going to be the 100% of the people behind him, especially when WrestleMania is a smart crowd. And but I'm okay with it. What I'm not okay with is the fact that the last 4 men were Big Show, Kane, Reigns, and Rusev. In my opinion, Big Show and Kane should have been eliminated way earlier. The way they eliminated Ambrose, Wyatt, and Ziggler was so underwhelming. Why would they do that? Those eliminations belong to the middle or the start of the Rumble. Nobody wanted to see that happen. The final superstar should have been Ziggler, Cesaro, Rusev, Ambrose, Wyatt, and Reigns. Those six, counting Bryan being eliminated when he was. If not, put Bryan in there as well. Those should have been the final men, not Big Show and Kane. Nobody cared about them. Nobody cares about Big Show and Kane, at this point in time. They're so far past their prime, they can't even see it. But again, it was so predictable, that handicap match between Big Show and Kane against Reigns. They tried to eliminate each other, so Reigns eliminated them both at the same time. Then we saw Rusev get batting in the match, which I actually thought I had forgotten about him. I thought Roman had already won. But then we see Reigns again eliminating Rusev easily, which at least give us a more dramatic ending. Give us the false finish in which Rusev is going to eliminate Reigns, and then have Reigns win it. Not like that. It was like Rusev gave him 2 punches. Reigns gave him the spear and then threw him out, and that's it. So, all in all, the Rumble for me was lackluster, underwhelming. It was a good Rumble from the start to until Bryan was eliminated. Something like that. It wasn't the best, but until that point, it was a very good Rumble. I love Bubba Ray's return. I love DDP's return. But nothing else happened. After Bryan was eliminated, nothing else happened. I mean, the only way that they could have saved this was In my opinion, like I said, having those 6 superstars at the end. But what are you gonna do? I'm very excited about Reigns versus Lesnar. This is a match I've been wanting to see. Obviously, I also want to see Bryan versus Lesnar. I want to see Orton versus Lesnar at one point in time, but I don't know if that's going to be possible. However, like I said, this Rumble, as a pay-per-view, I would put it like 3 out of 5 stars. The only match worth seeing, obviously, the Rumble, because it's the Rumble, but it wasn't that good. The WWE title match, you must see that match whenever you can. If you haven't seen it, go watch it when it's available to watch. But again, like I said, I'm happy Roman won. Hopefully the people get behind him. Horrible booking in the Rumble. And again, that's it for my review. You guys tell me what you thought about this pay-per-view. Are you okay with Roman winning? Do you want Bryan to win? Do you think it was rightly booked? Do you think creative screwed it up again, having Bryan eliminated so quickly and Reigns winning the match? Tell me all in the comment section, and I'll see you next time. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more on wrestling, video games, football sometimes, and some video game walkthroughs. Subscribe, like this video, share it to help me out, and I'll see you next time. Bye.